And now, introducing Cordelia Spence.
Woo! It's freezing out here. I think I said that every day that winter. You see, back then, I was living in a shelter, and I only had 90 days. 90 days to get it together, or 90 days to go back to the toxic life I knew. Slipping on the black ice, looking for ways to make things better, but knowing they never would be. So I did what I had to do. And during those 90 days, I got clear on what I wanted my life to look like for me and my children, because I knew no one was coming to save me. So I did what I had to do. In an unknown place, riding on city buses, walking in heavy boots, with one baby strapped to my chest, two in the stroller, and one walking on each side of me. I did what I had to do. Mommy, when are we going home? Mommy, when are we going to see Daddy again? Oh, do we have to go there today? Mommy, why do we have to be here? I know, babies, because I feel the same way. Why do we have to be here? How did I get here? Like, I know I made a decision, but how did I get here? Because I remember I was so excited to be married and to be somebody's wife, to live the American dream, 2.5 kids, a nice house, dinner parties, and a doting husband who would honor the very essence of my being. Memories. But I also remember January 8th, 2015. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was the coldest day of the winter, and also the day I found myself stranded in my own home with no money, no food, and my car had just been taken from me. On that day, I felt frostbitten. And it was not because of the freezing cold temperatures outside, but from the gripping chill deep down in the bones of my soul, begging and pleading for me to save myself. Because I had enough. And I knew no one was coming to save me. So I packed 6 bags. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4 or 5, but 6 bags. 1 for me and 1 for each of my 5 children. What they knew, we were going to a place just for mommies and babies for a little while. What they didn't know, we were living in the middle of one of his lessons. Bank accounts emptied, the rent was not paid, there was no food, and he took my car. We were like shipwrecked tourists in our own home because he, their father, and my husband wanted to teach me a lesson. His last words were, "If you don't reconcile with me, I'm going to show you what it really means to be abandoned." Whew. The look of determination and anger as he zeroed in on my face. It was like he was looking straight through me and pierced my soul with those daggers he called eyes. He left the apartment that day, and I knew he meant what he said, because this wasn't the first time, but it would be the last time. He slammed the door so hard, the wall shook, only confirming to me that I had to do what I've been planning for months. I had to take my babies and leave. No more waiting for him to calm down. No more begging to go to counseling. And no more pretending. Hello? Yes, hello. Hi, I was wondering if you had a room available. Things are getting really bad and I gotta get out of here. All right, hold on a second, let me check. Okay, good for you. We have a room available right now. Meet us at the Beacon train station. Make sure no one follows you. Turn off your location. No social media. Bring one bag for each family member. And when you get there, call this number and ask for me. My name is Click. I didn't get her name. I couldn't hear her because my heart was pounding and my ears were ringing. It just got real, y'all. I was leaving. I finally had a place to go. I was happy. I was scared. And I was paranoid of the what ifs. Like what if he came home while I was packing my things? Or what if he decided to grab one of the children and use them as collateral to make me stay? Once again, I didn't know if it was going to work, but I was going to try. So I called my neighbor and I told her everything, because last time she helped me with food, but this time she couldn't help me. And honestly, she was just as hesitant and scared as I was. And while I understood that, my car was gone and I needed a ride. But just as soon as those feelings of defeat started to settle in, an old coworker called me. So I took a chance and I told her everything. And guess what, y'all? She agreed to give me a ride. Yes, I was leaving. So I hurried up and I grabbed all my things. And here I was with those same 6 bags in a shopping cart and a guitar on my back, walking through my complex, embarrassed, hoping nobody would recognize me. I don't know what was worse, the freezing cold temperatures outside, the sadness and guilt I felt for leaving, or the looks of confusion on my children's faces. Because I told them we were going to a happy place. But there was nothing happy about it. Like, how could I call myself a good mother? I just left a perfectly brand new 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. And here I was on my way to live in a shelter in one room with my 5 children. But then I remember this quote that I love. It says, sometimes you have to let go of the picture of how you thought life would be like and learn to love the life that you're living. That part. Because I never thought that I would be a single mom raising 5 children on my own after I did the right thing and got married. I never thought I would be the woman who lived in a shelter with her children, relying on public assistance just to survive. And I never thought that I would be the woman who didn't see her own worth and who settled for less than she deserved for the sake of the kids. I couldn't even see how I could ever be happy, healthy, or whole again after such a toxic, soul-killing experience. But that was 6 years ago, and a lot has changed for me. I got my first apartment, then I moved, and now I live in a luxury complex with all the amenities, okay? I even got to see Erykah Badu in concert. I started a few businesses, and I published my own book. So standing here today is the epitome of learning to love the life that I'm living. My vision is no longer clouded or fogged up with shame, with guilt, with unworthiness or fear. And even when I look back and think about that cold day, instead of getting trapped there and frozen like a block of ice, I'm wrapped in the warmth of progress and healing. And today, I stand here as a proud mother, a great one at that, might I add. And I'm actually loving the life that I'm living. So yes, January 8th, 2015 was the coldest day of the winter. But it was also the day that I chose me over everyone and everything else. And I'm so glad I did.